everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's the Broncos going up against the Bills.
Thank you, Larry. Renamed in August of 2016, there's a look inside New Era Field here at Orchard Park, New York. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with the Denver Broncos. That's fielded in the end zone.
There we go. So, are you in Denver?
Now a carry, it's C.J. Anderson. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff them in the backfield.
What they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, setting the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are.
Oh, that should have been incomplete or pick.
Like that, I can't help it.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
All right, boys, all we got to do is get a stop here.
Mate, Demaryius Thomas have been over 1,000 yards each the last 3 seasons. Demaryius Thomas takes care of a lot of stuff downfield. Emmanuel Sanders likes to work inside the margins.
Great compliment for each other, aren't they?
Yeah, they work very well together.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout.
We have a whopping 3 people watching.
Step aside here in this first quarter.
I said we have a whopping 3 people watching.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. 3rd and short yardage, Brissett. Quick hitter here is complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. First down. Here's the run with Anderson. And now running right through him.
See, that's how he scored last week. It was one of those kind of runs. He broke like 3 tackles and was able to score. No, Stewart, that's the only reason why I allowed 80 points last week. Where he broke off like 4 or 5 tackles.
About leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Off the play fake. Here's Brissett. They'll roll him out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Lorenzo Alexander in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
Yeah, that deep ball is not very smart against my defense.
Here we go. On second down, Anderson. And some room to maneuver. And they'll get him to the ground, but he got all the way down to the 30-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside.
Everybody left. There's only one person watching there.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
Ooh, okay. Go hit him with the 5 wide now.
Second down, Brissett. It's incomplete.
No, you were in front of me nonetheless, too.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, batted free. Third down, Brissett. Escaping the pressure right.
Oh, that's a pick.
Complete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's fourth down. And McManus missed it. How about that? No good. Wide to the left. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things
that happens every now and then, too, and it's annoying.
And you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
This is McCoy. Finding some room at midfield. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down.
Well, I'd say we're well past the time that we're trying to work out the kinks of the season, aren't we? We're already into week 3, and he's looking really, really strong. Already has won an AFC Player of the Week award.
Yeah, did that a week ago in week 2 with runs like that.
Ooh, I don't like that. Let's go to the other side.
And they'll keep it on the ground with McCoy. Room here to run. The 20. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. Almost unstoppable on the ground there, as that one is good for 39. For McCoy in the last 7 years, 5 of them over 1,000 yards.
Underrated in how strong he is through the hole. But the best part of his game, open field, where he makes a whole lot of people miss.
In 2016, he was 7th in the league in rushing yardage. He gets this down to the 3. Brought the power run out of the bag, but couldn't do a ton with it. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can...
What kind of throw is that, Tyrod?
He was trying to get it down.
Oh, I had a touchdown, too.
Third and short.
Now we got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3.
Possession catch, EA.
If he holds on, instead it's 4th down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So the opening drive for him here on their home turf results in a field goal.
Now that's the way you want to get things started. Your stadium, your crowd, you've got the ball. Put points on the board first and let everyone start to celebrate.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone, as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
On 1st and 10, Brissett. Left side here to Sanders.
You know why you missed the field goal, right?
Down, but not before he gets this
because EA screwed me on an interception.
That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
EA, I had that wide open interception. That one should have hit me right in the hands before on that third down. So EA just had to give you the miss field goal.
Play action now. Brissett. Sanders has it over the middle.
What a fumble.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Let's see what you got. He's switching to cover 4 and off the top line.
Forced out to his left. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Shamarko Thomas. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy.
Oh, I should have juked.
Find a lane, but he can't reined in at the line of scrimmage.
Should have juked, and I had it too.
There, 2nd down.
That's bad.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
First down, it's Taylor. Dancing to his left. Open space inside the 10. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head. It's time
Except
to
for
go.
it says I can't. I can do it occasionally. I'm not hardly. I haven't done it this year.
2nd and goal.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they
also
passing formation,
switching the play.
Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively.
I'm not calling this
to
a
hold
play.
it to a short game.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line.
I thought you could do it. I mean, I get it. I get you don't want to do it every single play. If it's occasional, like I'm doing it, and I'm switching the play.
And all I kept hearing about was his speed off the edge to the quarterback. But what impressed me, his balance and his ability to take on blocks and be a force in the run game, as we just saw there.
On 3rd and goal, Taylor.
Oh, how is that an interception?
Picked off by Akeem Talib. And he'll be stopped shy
That's
of
what
the
I did.
15
Should have
at
ran
the
the ball.
14-yard line on the return. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
Oh, don't believe. I know all about the week. I'm glad he didn't take my chain.
I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
They start the drive with Anderson.
Nope.
And he'll lose yardage on this one, back to the 13. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
Brissett now on 2nd down. Flushed out right. Looking sideline, incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. the set from the gun on third. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
Oh, no blocking.
A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. A reminder coming up in the Sunday night game, matchup you don't see very often, a rematch of Super Bowl 18. The Raiders traveling to Washington. And then tomorrow on Monday night, we'll see the Cowboys heading to the desert to take on the Cardinals.
Former NFC East rivals.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. Now Taylor to throw on 2nd down. Going to drop this off to McCoy. Complete. No gain on the play. And it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling lead to no yards gained.
And he's got the 1st down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo 1st down. Well, they don't need to run another play here.
To be honest, I thought you were going to call man.
Let's see if they do it anyway.
I thought you were calling man coverage. That's the only reason why I threw that ball.
Now a 1st down carry here for McCoy. And some room to roam now. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. 1:59 to go in the 1st half. Back to Buffalo after this. So this brings up a 2nd and 2.
Ooh, here we go. Come on.
Again, it's McCoy. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
If Tyrod can throw an accurate pass, we're good on this play.
Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run.
If it's accurate, we got it.
A fake to McCoy. Now it's Taylor.
Or if my O-line can block, damn.
And he goes down. Derek Wolfe in there to get him for a loss.
Defense, you called 2 left it perfectly wide open.
Colton Schmidt, 4th-year man from UC Davis, on to punt it away.
Yeah, he would have been wide open.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. And coming out now, the Broncos. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. Give them 14 yards there and a Denver 1st down.
Right here. You're just fine.
Set to throw on 1st. Being chased out left.
Oh, fumble.
He lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And
let's go.
Take over at the 25-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, All the receivers
You got hit by 2 people right as you were trying to throw.
If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they get
EA gonna give that to me.
off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
No, inside. Spin
inside
inside.
the 20 at the 19. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
This play is risky to call right here because we're so close, but
well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. They go play action with Taylor.
oh, so incomplete.
16 seconds now on the clock.
Those throwing windows get a
Oh,
lot tighter
I
near
had
the end
that
zone.
too.
And here's the
Thought I
thing.
waited a
You
half a
already
second.
probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception.
You realize
come
you
away
can't
with
ice
nothing.
the kicker before
Especially tough
halftime.
in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt.
I missed that.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this
That
score
wind
will
is
stay
kicking
right
heavy.
where it is. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
Whatever. 3-0 going into halftime.
A first down throw for Brissett. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They'll throw now on the final play. And an alley to run.
He's like, I don't want to fumble. Don't want to fumble.
So
Last thing you need right now is a scoop and score.
Park with the Bills taking the lead into the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry?
All right, O-line.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. 12 yards that time and a Bills first down. And they'll keep on the ground with McCoy.
Oh, that's too much of a spin.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point you've got to win at the point of attack, and on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Play action, it's Taylor.
Oh, goddamn, untouched.
Broncos, it's a sack. Von Miller. Coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss.
I did a play action though, that's why.
I give thanks every day that I never had to play offensive line in the NFL and have to try and block Von Miller.
He was second only to Vic Beasley last year with 13.5 sacks. Third and long, it's Taylor. Eluding the pressure right.
Yeah.
The pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Derek Wolfe.
Bad play call.
In there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. Here's Colton Schmidt now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker board?
And that's what I hate about this year when you go for a hit stick, and if it's not within like a yard of the player, he just falls.
A new set of downs here after picking up
like
the first
previous
on
years
the
where
ground.
he'd actually go for the hit.
They run it again with Anderson. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
Now you know how I've fell a couple
I think
plays.
from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
A second down throw for Brissett.
Ooh, let's go. That's Brissett for you.
Carlos Henderson, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here. That looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. From the gun, here's Brissett. And he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. First down, Brissett. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
I'm just waiting for you to make that
appears that
mistake.
they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go.
From the red zone now, Brissett. Looking left
Oh,
side and completing it.
how is that not a tackle from behind the line of scrimmage?
Down inside the 5 at the 4. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
All right, I'm not too worried though. It's some BS. I should start calling out my plays.
They come out here in the eye. They'll run Anderson, and he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard
I
line.
just told you to do a field goal.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
2nd and goal. Defense digging in again here. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
So I got to score a touchdown.
His punt became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't
I
it?
just somehow find
Find
a
a
way to kind
crease,
of run
anywhere
to
to put
stop
his foot
him.
in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. And not going to
be able to
push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage.
What you going to do?
No gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up
You going to risk it?
They're not going to kick it. A chip shot, but they're going for it down 3 on 4th down. Back now in Buffalo. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
You don't get it and it's somehow sacking or tackling from behind the line. You get yourself a safety and the ball back, so.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. It's a quarterback sneak.
Doesn't get it.
His way in there, no signal. I don't think he got there. He didn't. They try the sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in.
That's because I put that safety right in the middle.
The defense holds again.
All right, O-line.
Going on in the early window. This
just
might
need like
be
3
the
yards
best
right
of the
here.
bunch.
Safe.
Now Taylor back into his end zone. Man open right side. It's the tight end Clay. And they'll get him down up past the 15. It's a pickup of 17 on that one and a Bills first down.
What may seem a little unorthodox to some people, got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
It's because this QB sneak's broken this year.
On the ground for 2nd down. Shift together here from the D-line. On 2nd down, here's Taylor. And they'll check this one down to McCoy. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And McCoy loses the football.
Oh.
And fortunately, the Bills jump on it and get it back.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Taylor. Over the middle, it's Holmes. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Bills passing game, getting them down the field. They've got another first down. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun.
Oh, that's why. Damn.
Get this into
All right.
enemy territory, but not by much.
Told him
As
to
he's
get the hell
down
out
to
the game.
48. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what
Oh, you idiots.
make sure that they're still attacking.
You idiots.
And at the same time, not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Two people who didn't even block that play.
From midfield now, here's Taylor. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. The Bills passing game, getting them down the field. They've got another first down. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Jordan Matthews, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I know for us it's fun, and it's not so much fun for the rookie receivers when we see them coming into the league and we're good training camps. You see them working on getting 2 feet down instead of 1. but the best ones train in college trying to get 2 down instead of 1, so the transition's a little bit less. In this case, though, wasn't able to complete it anyway.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra
5
time
yards
built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Oh, not the formation I want.
Out of the gun, it's Taylor.
Oh, he was open too. Oh, he was open.
Coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Colton Schmidt now as he's on to punt for Buffalo. Here's Colton Schmidt now as he's on to punt for Buffalo. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
All right.
So the Broncos coming out now. And last time they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position.
Let's get it. Come on. Let's keep that clock moving.
Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he can't get a throw away. He's
come on. Come on, defense.
The second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. He'll look to throw. Now he'll escape to his right. And
let's get it. Come on, 4th down.
That would have been ball game if he had clenched it and caught it.
This is the game.
Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. One score down. Here we go.
I need y'all to contain
They're
right
going to
here.
go for it here on 4th down.
Let's go. Brand 38. Brand, let's round. Let's round. Let's round. Let's round.
And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
They're going to call pass interference. Oh, EA.
4th down. This is a big call. So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the fourth.
Oh, EA.
When you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
Back to throw. Steps away to his left. And he's going to go out of bounds at the 30-yard line. He got 29 yards.
Dumb right now. That's some
horseshit. Your head about you in this situation. No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain.
Okay, just got to keep you out that end zone.
Now the Bills will take another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Quick hike right here. I'm good. Okay. There we go. Come on.
Again, Anderson. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it.
This game should have been
once
over.
guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The Broncos on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. He's back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes
Let's go.
out.
All right.
They'll say it's incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long
This is for the game.
after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
Ooh.
And McManus able to put it through.
33 seconds.
And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play.
You kick it in the end zone, I'm not
exactly
returning
been a
it.
battle of one touchdown after another, but at 3-3 now here in the fourth, it's been a pretty doggone entertaining game.
Yeah, it's kind of like a pitcher's duel in baseball, don't you think? The aficionados can appreciate a tightly fought game like this.
Yeah, but the fantasy players, not so much. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
Please.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Wide open receiver complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. Taylor to throw. Got some real estate inside the 30. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A good pickup there.
I call timeout. I call timeout. I call timeout.
Here, overtime rules.
No, I call timeout.
Okay, so in the past, we had
as soon as I got tackled, I'm hitting that timeout button.
Now, if the team receives the ball,
EA.
scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team
I called it. Believe me, I called it. They just didn't register.
First team to score wins the game.
I'm pissed.
They get set to head back onto the field. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd
If
can
I
really
lose for
become
some
a factor.
bullshit, I'm
They've
gonna
had
be
to
pissed.
battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing, because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. Now a first throw here in overtime. Throw right side. Going to be taken in by Henderson. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. That one goes for
No, that's not registering the
yards.
timeout. Pretty much
So
ended
for that
it.
big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45
Yeah,
at the
you gonna get the
43.
money.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
I'm pissed as hell right now. I'm so pissed. Cannot believe I just got screwed.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Another tote here for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Anderson. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
I was taking
I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season
register my
game,
play.
especially in overtime,
Yeah.
when that can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
You certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off. But in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
No, Wheeler's got fucked over.
2 minutes to go here in overtime. We'll be back after this.
I tried.
Just
I
2
tried
yards
to
to
call
go
a
here
timeout.
on
It
second
apparently
down
didn't
for the
register.
offense.
Here we go.
They'll try to throw now. Brissett. And that's complete to Sanders. And down inside the 15 he goes. 18 big yards on that one, and a
He's
Denver
gonna
first.
screw me over.
So he hooked up with a veteran there, and in overtime, that's not a bad idea. Go with the age and the experience.
Yeah, because sometimes the young guys, they give you the fresh legs and give you all that bounce. But in this type of a situation, sometimes those legs slow down a little bit as the enormity of the moment overwhelms them. The veteran guys, they
GG.
come through.
And power running here down to
You
the
got a big old
6-yard
asterisk
line.
next to this one.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together.
Here we go. Let's go.
2nd down, Brissett.
Ooh.
And he'll just
Okay,
chuck
come
this
on.
one up into row G. It's incomplete. Another nice job there defensively. They really stymied their passing attempts, and it continues in overtime.
And for them to do that, that means they've had to be cohesive on defense. Pressure in the quarterback's face. Good
One more
coverage
stop,
of
and
not
I'll
just
kick a
the
field goal,
wide
then I got a
receivers, but the
shot.
tight end, the running backs when they try and slip out, and making sure they're at the point of attack. When the ball's in the air, they get there and help force some of those incompletions.
So a big play in this opening drive of overtime. Now looking at a 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Brissett.
That's a pick!
So
Oh
close,
my
but
God, EA.
incomplete. Could have been a big turn.
Oh, EA watching your back this game. Oh.
It's 4th down.
Oh, EA, your best friend right now.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to at least get them a lead here in overtime. And before this 4th and 3 play, we're going to get whistles and a timeout. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. So here now is Brandon McManus in a big spot. This to at least get them a lead here in overtime. And McManus able to put it through. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. Now remember,
Man,
this one is
EA
not
better
over,
not
but
screw
with the
me
time
over. I
running short
cannot
here in
believe
this
I got
overtime,
screwed
that could
over.
very well be the game winner.
Game should have
You
been
remember
over.
now, the other team does get a possession, but when the clock runs out, that's it. So that was a well-calculated drive to use up the majority of the clock and leave your opponent with little to no time left.
And now out come the Bills. A field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I
Called the
don't
wrong
think
play.
they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive. They're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death, but you're also kicking off and giving the other team the ball with a chance to kick a field goal and beat you. Get the touchdown, finish the game off. That has to be the mindset.
They'll start on the ground with McCoy. And not too much going there
Hold
as he'll
up
get
a
it up to the
little longer.
23-yard line. Give him a couple
man, I
on
got
the
flipping
carry
50
there,
seconds to
2nd and
score.
8. So a little chunk there on first as they try to chip away down 3 in overtime.
I like your description. Chip away, down 3. You don't have to get it all in one big play, although obviously that would be nice. But there's no need to have that type of risk associated with it. Run your offense, get first downs, get yourself in a position where you know you're going to at least get 3 and keep this game going. If you get 6, so much the better.
Now what can Taylor do here in overtime? Airing one out deep for Holmes here.
And he drops
And
it.
Jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. The Bills on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 8. A fake to McCoy. Now it's Taylor. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Now before they run this 4th down.
Game over. EA screwed me.
They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. And here's your ball game. Down 3 in overtime, but they're going for this thing on 4th down.
I got royally screwed by EA this game.
The Bills will go for it. It's Taylor.
Yep.
And it is incomplete. The Bills drive stalls.
I'm pissed as hell right now. I had a timeout left and they didn't let me call it.
With the football already being in the red zone. We thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint.